Big Cal, and welcome to my world. Today's part 2 of my Blu-ray collection. The first part, link in the description, I go through all of my TV shows and movies Blu-rays, which are all here. Today is all of my wrestling Blu-rays. So, let's get started. Firstly, we have Royal Rumble. So Royal Rumble is always my favourite event of the year. Absolutely love it. Just the unpredictability of the 30-man Royal Rumble match. One of my all-time favourite Royal Rumbles was the first Rumble to be released on Blu-ray. Royal Rumble 2009. Love this show. It sort of got me back into wrestling when in 2008 I was feeling a bit blah. Watched this event live and it was like it revitalised me. It's a wonderful show, wonderful Rumble. Love it. We have Royal Rumble 2010. Not exactly the best show, but there's a really fun Undertaker Rey Mysterio match on there. Royal Rumble 2011. Having to look at the back because I don't remember too much of it. It was the first 40-man Royal Rumble, the first and only. There's also a bunch of Blu-ray extras showing stuff from the Raw and Smackdown after the Rumble. They have the 25th Royal Rumble, or the 25th anniversary. I don't know if they got it right. I don't know if it was the 25th anniversary or 25th annual, because WWE have a habit of getting those confused. But anyway, Royal Rumble from 2012, a fun Rumble match. Daniel Bryan in a fun triple threat with Mark Henry and Big Show in a steel cage. So that's really, really fun. And there's also some Blu-ray extras from the Raw and Smackdown as well, I think. Royal Rumble 2013. Haven't even opened this yet because I haven't had the desire to watch it, to see CM Punk and The Rock. The 30-man Royal Rumble match, which was a bit meh. And just looking at the card, there's not much on there I like, but it's there for the collection. I own every Royal Rumble up to 2014. I need to get the rest for my collection because I've got all the rest on DVD, need the rest on Blu-ray now. So 2014, haven't opened this one either, although I actually liked the Royal Rumble match, thought it was really good, despite nobody really liking the winner. But it is what it is, and Daniel Bryan versus Bray Wyatt, I believe, was on this show, and it is an absolutely fantastic match. So we'll move on to WrestleManias. The first ever Blu-ray to be released by WWE was WrestleMania 14. WrestleMania 24. Really good event, really fun, great main event, Undertaker and Edge, Big Show and Floyd Mayweather's a fantastic match, fun triple threat for the title, you got Flair and Michaels, which is a good match, a fun Money in the Bank match and a great Belfast Brawl with Finlay and JBL. Tons of special features, of course, always included on the WrestleMania is the Hall of Fame ceremony, pre-show, and a few other things probably. Then we have WrestleMania 25. The 25th anniversary, they called it, when it was actually the just 25th annual. A fun event, somewhat underrated because the main event stinks and people just seem to think of Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, which is amazing, of course. But it's got a good undercard as well. WrestleMania 26, super fun event again. This one also has tons of Blu-ray extras. Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, the rematch is my personal favourite of the two that they had. And this is, actually a 3-disc set. Instead of just 2, you've got the Hall of Fame, and then you've got Raw, the full Raw and Smackdown after WrestleMania. Well, for the most part, they probably clipped them in some ways. WrestleMania 27, I own 2 versions of this. I won a $50 voucher for a WWE shop at one point, and I was looking for things to buy. I got some of JR's barbecue sauce and beef jerky, because I always wanted to try that, a couple of t-shirts, and I was looking just to fill up the rest of the money, and I decided to go with WrestleMania 27, just because it was a lot cheaper to get it from America, especially with the voucher that was free for me, than it was to pay the current price in the UK. The only thing with this is it's only a 2-disc set, while the UK version got a 3-disc set with a ton of extras on it. I'm a big fan of the Undertaker Triple H match. Some people aren't. Sadly, that's really the only match worth talking about on the show that I can remember off the top of my head. WrestleMania 28, we have, of course, The Undertaker and Triple H in the rematch in Hell in a Cell, Bryan versus Sheamus in that incredibly short match, which essentially kickstarted Bryan's super main event run with the whole yes thing. And that's all I really remember from the show being, Jericho and Punk. I'm a huge fan of that match. WrestleMania 29, 3-disc set, tons of extras, of course. Card is it's got Undertaker versus CM Punk on it. Yeah. And we have, of course, WrestleMania 30, and I have a version that came with this cool little book. It's still attached to the back. I've not taken it off because I'll probably just lose it somewhere. It's got the 30 moments, best moments for 30 years. The show itself, not the best event, but it's got a cool moment, Bryan winning the title. The streak ends, Brock Lesnar beats The Undertaker, which just blows my mind. And the really good match on the show is Bryan versus Triple H in the opener. And yeah, another 2-disc set, really fun. And as usual, we've called it the 30th anniversary instead of annual. WrestleMania 31, I don't own yet, just waiting for the right price. As I mentioned in my pickups, I've got WrestleMania 32 because it was on offer and dirt cheap. I haven't opened it yet to watch it. And let's see, normal pay-per-views now. I've got these upside down to what I need them to be. We have SummerSlam 2009. Fremantle are the company that currently do WWE DVDs in the UK, and they're extortionate, an absolute fucking rip-off, which is why I don't own that many new ones. Silvervision, though, were dirt cheap, and just before they were going under, basically, because WWE gave the license or whatever to Fremantle, tons of Blu-rays went on sale, so I picked up a bunch, including the likes of SummerSlam 2009, really fun event. Christian and Regal's on there for the title, although I think that was that match that was just like 10 seconds. Yeah. This isn't the show I was thinking of that's really fun, actually. It's not that great. But yeah, it was dirt cheap, added it for the collection. SummerSlam 2010. The main event's fun, from what I remember. Like I said, I got most of these because they were dirt cheap and I was building up my collection at the time. Bragging Rights 2010. Again, nothing outstanding on the show. You got a fun Bryan versus Ziggler match, some bonus content on here, and the actual SmackDown vs Raw match is really fun. Survivor Series 2010. Let's see. I think the Survivor Series elimination match was quite fun. And Bryan and Ted DiBiase had a good match as well. SummerSlam 2011. This was the SummerSlam that I was thinking of. That's a really fun event. You've got Christian and Randy Orton, no holds barred, good stuff. Sheamus and Mark Henry, really fun big brawl. Daniel Bryan gives Wade Barrett his greatest match ever, and a bunch of special features as well. Night of Champions 2011. Yeah, that was SummerSlam 11. Yeah. I think I said that. This one I mainly bought because it's when Mark fucking Henry wins the World Heavyweight Championship during his Hall of Pain run. Amazing. It's literally the only reason I bought that one for. Vengeance 2011. I haven't opened this one yet, but it's got Mark Henry and the Big Show and a huge beast battle between the two, Sheamus and Christian, which I can't imagine is terrible. And the last man standing match, Del Rio and Cena, is actually really fun because, as you can see from the front cover, the Big Show and Henry break the ring, and then Cena and Del Rio have their match afterwards with the broken ring. Really fun stuff, really unique. Hell in a Cell 2011. I think this should have been before Vengeance. But you've got Henry defending his title against Orton inside the Hell in a Cell. Another Sheamus and Christian match. Yeah, that's all I can really remember from this being particularly fun. But a good event, for a good Hell in a Cell match between Henry and Orton. Extreme Rules 2012, great event again. You got Cena and Lesnar's return match, just absolute brutal for the time. We got Sheamus and Bryan in an incredible 2 out of 3 falls match, and you have a lot of people also put Jericho and Punk in that sort of triple main event thing, but I'm not a big fan of that match. I prefer the WrestleMania one. And SummerSlam 2013, another really fun match. You've got Punk and Lesnar, which is amazing. Christian and Del Rio, which is a fantastic match. And the ice cream van just gone past. And there's probably some other matches that I'm forgetting, because for some reason they don't give you all the matches on the back anymore. Crazy. And that's it for pay-per-views. Next is compilations and superstar sets. We have Brock Lesnar, Here Comes the Pain, 2-disc set. They originally released this one in 2003, but now we've got some, tons of extra matches and a couple of extra interviews and things like that on it. But it's a great set anyway for the matches. Undertaker, 20-0 streak, which are kind of pointless considering he continued wrestling and then the streak eventually ended. But still a great set for a ton of great Undertaker matches. For All Mankind, great Mankind documentary, tons of great matches. I also have the version with the Mr. Socko, which I forgot to bring down with me. CM Punk, Best in the World, wonderful documentary and a ton of great matches. Bluray set has some exclusive matches of the DVD version that are really worth owning. Legends of Mid-South Wrestling, really great stuff. You get to see Ted DiBiase, Junkyard Dog, Rock and Roll and Midnight Express, Jim Duggan, Jake Roberts. Really good matches on there, and a couple of little interview bits in between matches. Greatest Superstars of the 21st Century, a big countdown going down, showing clips and things. It's fun. It was one of those cheap. The Ladder Match 2, Crash and Burn, has some wonderful ladder matches on it. I'm not usually the biggest fan of them these days, but this one has a decent selection of them. I've got the first one on DVD, the first ladder match set, and this is the second. We've got things like The Miz and Jerry Lawler, great match. Edge and Christian versus the Hardy Boys, one that I think was from a Raw that most people forget about. You got Shane and Vince versus Austin in an underrated one. Rock and Mankind, which is really fun, and a ton more. We have the Raw 100, the top 100 greatest moments in Raw history, and the Raw 1000 episode, I believe, is on here. I think this is the one. Yes, the 1000th Raw episode. Haven't opened it yet for whatever reason, but it was cool to own the 1000th Raw on Blu-ray. The Best of Smackdown from 2009 to 2010. This is a fantastic set. There were a ton of quality matches on here with Undertaker, CM Punk, Rey Mysterio, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Cena, Randy Orton. This is just names off the back, but there's some really, really good underrated matches on that set. The Best of Raw and Smackdown 2011. They decided to combine it this time. Some really good matches on here again. And the Best of Raw and Smackdown 2012. Again, some cool matches on there. I like sort of owning TV matches on disc more than pay-per-views. And the Best of Raw, just from 2010. Not exactly got the best stuff on it, but it was cheap to own. And lastly, the Best pay-per-view matches from 2009 to 2010. This has some really good matches that were there at the time, and it was cheap. And those are all my wrestling Blu-rays. Not nearly as many as I own on DVD, and not as many non-wrestling Blu-rays as I own. So, yeah, that's my collection. Quite happy with it so far. Definitely need to get the rest of WrestleManias and Royal Rumbles just to add to my collection, as I own them all. I own the rest on DVD that came out, and now I'm owning them in Blu-ray. There's a couple of more superstar sets I would like to own on Blu-ray, but again, I'm going to wait for the right price because Fremantle are thieving bastards. But enough of that. So, thanks for watching. I'm bigcal. I'll see you again next time.